Drama Class 2022 production of HuMankind. Our entire class has worked really hard this entire semester to take Mankind, this medieval play, translate it into the modern age, and everyone has worked really hard. There are only a couple people, there are only 7 people in this class, so everyone put a bunch of work in. And this is a really fun play. We took a medieval play from 500 years ago and adapted it to a modern audience. We're hoping it's really fun, we're hoping it's really entertaining, and I hope it's a lesson that people who lived hundreds of years ago weren't just stuffy and boring, they were really fun and exciting too. So thank you for coming, and now here are a few words from Christy, our professor.
No, keep it up, keep it up. Welcome to Medieval Drama 2022. It feels really good to say those words because it feels like the before times, you know? Back when we would all come into, we would do stuff like this and we would think, oh, that sounds like a fun thing to do, and then just do it rather than have to figure out if there's a protocol for it. So welcome and thank you. Medieval Drama is back in its medievalist form after a little bit of a hiatus. I do want to say this is a special birthday today because Mankind, the play, is 21 years old tomorrow at Gettysburg College. And I can prove that because Mrs. Phelps, or Siri White as once was, is wearing the t-shirt from the production we did 21 years ago tomorrow. Mankind is an allegorical play. It's a little bit like Everyman, if you know Everyman. It's sort of Everyman with yucks. If Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty were to do Everyman, it would be Mankind. So I need to warn you, and here, Mrs. Phelps, I'm thinking especially of little Jimmy, that the humor in this play tends to be rude, crude, socially unacceptable. It tends to rely heavily on kind of 8th grade boy gym class sensibilities. So there's sex and shit, basically, are your humorous devices. And this is very true to the spirit of medieval drama, and specifically to the spirit of what we call the comedy of evil. And in the comedy of evil, we have the characters who represent the vices, the personifications of wickedness. They're meant to be laughed at. They're meant to be mocked. They're meant to be seen as an aberration from the law and the love and the compassion of God. Meanwhile, the virtuous figures, and in this play you have the figure of mercy incarnate. She is meant to be seen as something to love and to adore and to strive towards. And in between, you have mankind, or in this case, humankind, and we tried to be a little bit more fluid and a little bit more dynamic with the name of this play to represent the fact that this is about the souls of all of us. So as Rick Sanchez would say, memento mori, motherfuckers! You need to look to your soul, and that's what this play tries to teach you to do. Mankind vacillates between good and between evil, and eventually, we hope, lands on the side of good. I do have to say, other than the great birthday of Mankind, and the Phelpses who never miss a medieval drama production, I have to say, I do also have to say a few other thank yous. Clearly to theater arts, who are always extremely supportive of our productions, but this year have invited us inside, because traditionally medieval drama, both in the Middle Ages and at Gettysburg College, has been performed outside. But 3 years ago, Chris Kaufman, my beloved colleague in the back there, was putting on a modernization of Everyman called Everybody. And he invited me. He said, look at that mug fee. You know, this frightens the children for free, right? I don't have to do anything at all. He invited me to take part in that. And several of the people who were in that play subsequently were in the next year medieval drama. And we planned on putting Everyman on in the exact same staging, you know, with the same costumes and everything to have a good point-counterpoint. And then COVID. And we had to pivot immediately to an audio format and did a great radio show version of that. But this has allowed us to come back fully in the way that we had originally anticipated with a play that I think you will find really fantastic and funny. So thank you to Chris, thank you to all of our colleagues in theater arts, especially Jules, who went out of her way to find costumes that would make Joey squeal with delight, I believe were the exact words. To Carol Kuhn, to Eric and to Susan as well, everyone in this department. Thank you also to the English department, to my colleagues who are here today, and also to Catherine Redd, our chair, and to Kathy Ambrose, our administrative assistant, all of whom have worked behind the scenes to help this to happen. Did I forget to thank anybody?
You forgot to thank Garrett!
No, I think I got just about everybody, but I really hope you enjoy the show. And I think that you'll find that it's...
Thank Garrett!
I forgot to thank whom?
Garrett!
Oh, and thank you to Garrett, who leapt into the breach with lights and sound, and immediately turned this into an even better show than it already was. I couldn't be prouder of this class, who have really brought together an example of one of the very first examples of professional theater in English, because Shakespeare did not leap fully formed with a mighty shout from the head of the god of theater, whatever Chris Daddario may tell you. This is a point on that trajectory, and it's made for a small company just like ours, who come into any space just like we did on Monday, and make this play breathe life into the theater, which is what theater is all about. So, please enjoy, sit back. Here is HuMankind 2022.
Hello everyone, it's wonderful to meet you. I've just narrowly escaped the wrath of God, if you can believe it. Now believe me, I'm a loyal follower of God, author of creation, founder of the earth, but he has strict rules, and I find myself accidentally breaking them quite a lot. Now I try to be grateful. He's given me everything that I have. I mean, he created me after all. But it's hard to stand by when he calls for the deaths of sinners and worldwide floods and all of that. I mean, do you guys remember that big flood? No, you don't, because everyone died. And I was supposed to stand around and watch. God expects me to do nothing about these poor souls. He believes that every man is a sinner, nobody is worthy of redemption, but I don't believe it. I believe that every man, woman, and child should be shown mercy in the eyes of the Lord. And that's me, by the way. I'm Mercy, by name and by denomination. I'm one for every sin, every offense that mankind can have their sins washed away. And it's hard to be a person nowadays. There are endless temptations, uncountable distractions that can keep you away from seeing what really matters. It's easy to sin, but I declare now that a man who asks for forgiveness will be forgiven.
Just the one man.
What?
If I heard you right, sir, it sounded like you were counting men, but just the one man gets into heaven? Whatever, I can see right through you, Mercy, and I know that your words mean nothing. Beware, audience, although you are all riffraff, rapscallions, and hoodlums, this angel is not your friend. You know, I, for one, consider myself a friend of the riffraff. What is riffraff? Although you may laugh, some be bright, but some be daft. Yes, I myself am a friend of wrath, for right here you have mischief.
Hey man, why did you come here? Nobody asked for this.
Hey man, you of all people should know that hay is for horses. I came because the people need answers. Why is a fallen angel trying to advise this crowd on how to live? Better yet, why is a fallen angel still following the advice of God? Don't you know that spirits like you belong on the darker side?
Look, Mischief, I was talking to these people and you came in and really interrupted me. I'm never going to take you up on that offer, so just leave.
All right. Oh, but wait, I have nothing to leave on. No cart, nor car, nor horse, nor ass, nor horse's ass.
You have 2 working legs, man, just walk.
Oh, my mistake. There's an ass right here. It's too bad I don't have a saddle in your size.
For the love of God, get out.
What? Maybe you can get out of here. It's not just about you and your precious, endless forgiveness all of the time. Sometimes it's about me. And when it's about me, it's about free drinks for all of my friends, and not for you, Mercy, because I know that you are full of shit.
Did I hear free drinks?
Hey guys, this little mischief.
Oh, hell yeah! Hey, thanks, boss.
I said weed stinks, because I could smell you 3 walking in.
All right, the stage is yours.
So you lied to us, nothing.
No, I heard her say free drinks, I swear.
Yeah, sure you did. Nowadays, get me my whacking stick.
Okay, I was wrong.
Permission to summon the whacking minstrels?
You don't have to make production out of this.
Au contraire, mon frère.
Permission granted. Minstrels, commence the whacking song and dance.
Yes! Come on, play the song. I want to savor this. Oh, that's not true. How do I know? It's because he fucking wants to. She lied to us.
Oh, that's enough.
Stop it. Help me out nowadays. Don't be a wet blanket. Nothing.
Yeah, you're ruining the fun.
Oh, can you stop recording?
Ow, stop.
Stop it. Stop fighting immediately.
Get out. You aren't even a part of this play.
Oh, look at this prick. Does she even know how to dance?
Oh, I'd love to see Four Eyes dance. Help her out with it nowadays.
You want to dance?
Stay back, you devil.
Wait a second. You're the one who made Mischief wake us up. Didn't you know that I was lounging?
Yeah, and I was eating a fine meal.
Thanks a lot, you frigging prick.
Well said, my stylish friend. Is that the only insult you know, or do you have more lying in wait?
Words don't mean anything nowadays. You know, it was much better when the good was bad, the holy was profane, and the classe became the passe.
Oh, mercy me. These wretches and their sinful ways. This new style is useless.
Hey, don't come around here to bash the new style.
Unless you came to be hostile.
Whoever made you three must have wasted their while.
Oh, shut up. I said go to tile. Or what I suppose.
Now, I know you're not agents of the Lord, so who are you three? Who do you work for?
Me? Why, I'm the new style.
I'm nowadays.
And I'm nothing.
And we've got friends in low places, like the Duke of Darkness himself, the two-horned, goat-hoofed, unholy wretch of the underworld, whose name not be uttered.
Jesus Christ, I've heard of the work you do in the name of the great antagonist. You tempt men, draw them into darkness, and then betray them.
Betray? We only help those who are cast aside by your God.
No, every sinner is shown mercy in the eyes of the Lord.
And what do you know about mercy?
Mercy is my name and my denomination. I mourn for every sin, every offense, and every innocent lamb of God that is led astray by you vulgar rascals.
You really took her off their styles. She's so full of words, I think she might burst.
He's almost as mad as the last guy I ratioed on Twitter.
Oh. Well, since you're such a learned woman and charitable too, I suppose, could you help me out with something?
Of course. How can I assuage you?
Well, I think you could really help me with translating my favorite poem into prick Latin. Really could help me with that one. It goes, I have eaten a mouthful of curds. I have shitten an ass full of turds. Come on, you have to say this in an artful way. I have a wife whose name's Madeline. Between us, there's some battling. Great bows on both sides and no tattling. Who do you think came on top?
It was Madeline. I just read it online.
Shut up. You'll speak when you're spoken to.
Wait, there's more. There's a great passage over a bridge that's owned by a troll who will only let you across if you sniff his wife's hole. Now, once you're past and your journey is done, we all know that you'll come back for another one.
Enough of this vile language. I'm starting to think you didn't want help at all. You just wanted to read me your sick poems.
And I have one more poem for you. Kiss my ass.
Good day and goodbye.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
Nice meeting you, sir. Hey, that was fun. So you're a really good poet, nothing.
Thank you.
Shut up. We have important work to do. Today's the day that God has brought precious mercy right to the door of our demonic friary. With her gone, our master reigns supreme, and soon all of mankind will suffer fiery deaths.
Yes. Come wind, come rain, they'll never come again. The hell will put out both my eyes, and yet I'll never see her hellish guise.
Yeah, let's go find some victims. Maybe the devil will pick them.
Just admit that you're a bad poet.
empty lives and idle language without repent will prove worse than any felony when the judge of all sees you at his pearly gates. I will not outlaw this new style, nor will I censor it, but I do not recommend it. I just hope that all of you can follow the good path.
The Bible tells us that God made people from earth, from dirt and dust, to be part of his church. He made each of us with unique gifts we can offer him, but with that, he gave us free will, and our own faults and the devil's influence can sometimes lead us places we know we shouldn't go. I do my best to avoid all of that, and to be the best that I can be for God. My name's Mankind. I'm made of my soul, a gift to me from God, and the earthly body that allows me to serve him, but can easily be led astray. I wish there was an easier way to resist temptation.
The Lord has sent you the comfort you need. I'm Mercy. It's wonderful to meet you.
Oh, Mercy of grace and virtue. I've heard of you before. If I'm not mistaken, you're on God's high council. Your words comfort me greatly. It seems like everywhere I go, there's vices and sins, and it gets harder and harder to stay on the virtuous path.
Temptation can be hard to resist for any man. I mean, even Jesus was tempted in the wilderness. Fighting against your enemies can be hard, but I believe in you. Just stand strong in your convictions, maintain good intentions, and all will be well.
It's true. Thank you, and I'll try to do all of that. But your advice is a little vague. Do you have any practical examples for resisting temptation?
Of course, I think I can help. Well, if you're drinking too much, stay away from bars and taverns. And if you're thinking about stealing, just look away from whatever it is you're coveting.
Thank you. Anything else?
I can try, of course, but I don't really know about many of the troubles that men go through. I do know that you shouldn't overindulge, and that goes for you and your horse.
It's true. My wife was always nagging me, so I kept feeding her to make her fatter. But now she's fat and a nag.
Goes to show, never overfeed anything that looks like a horse.
Oh, please. She may look like a horse, last time I've seen your wife. She's feel like a pig.
Get my wife's name out of your fucking mouth.
Why won't you come over and talk to us?
I spoke to him earlier, and he and his friends are nothing but trouble. They'll be here soon. Think of my advice when they approach you. It'll help you stand your ground against his enemies.
You'd think her name was good for nothing, considering how little good she does around here. Oh, the dark path is always more powerful than the light.
Please heed my advice. These are enemies that will try to tempt you towards the dark side. There are 3 minor devils along with mischief incarnate. They will lie and try to trick you, so stay alert. You can resist them alone. You can resist them. I know that you can. But I fear that they are under the command of someone much more threatening. He is a ruler down in hell, and they call him Titipulus. I fear that he is traveling to earth to try to veer you off your course. Now I must be going. Be strong and be faithful. Best of luck to you, mankind.
Thank God for mercy and the reassurance and advice. If I hadn't run into her just now, who knows where I'd be. I'll make a reminder in this moment to have remorse when I fail and to remember to be mindful. It'll help me protect me from anyone who tries to lead me astray. Now, with my shovel, I'll start my day's work. And with God's guidance and mercy's advice, it'll take no time at all.
Oh, God, it's so cold outside. God, please send us a good fire.
I hear someone over there, but I'll remain strong despite it.
Oh, please, ma'am. We're just weary travelers. Could we please rest at your heart?
No, go find somewhere else to rest. I have work to do.
Oh, don't you have compassion in your heart for us? Oh, we're human just like you.
I was warned to work hard and to be wary of 3 demons wandering the earth. So I can't help you 3. My salvation's at stake.
Aha! Aha! You and your precious salvation. That's a cute couple for sure. But you know what would be an even better match? Your mouth and Mercy's ass. No, that would be a happy marriage made in heaven.
Back off, you devils. I'm working.
Well, I hear that corn's not a big moneymaker. Are you looking forward to being poor forever?
I mean, just look at this puny seed. I bet it's not anything to harvest next year.
Farming, why don't you take your puny little seed money and get a prostitute? Come on, Al. What do you think for that?
Get off of me.
Oh, so feisty. I bet you know how to rock a woman's world up and down. Why, I've done it so many times in my day, but I've never seen someone plow quite like you do with that shovel, mankind.
I mean, if that soil were a hooker, you'd be getting your money's worth.
If that soil was a hooker, mankind would have busted their balls.
Oh, I think I heard a song about this before. Come on, let's just perform it. Come on.
Do I love this song? Take a half. Oh, take a half nowadays. Let's perform.
Oh, look at those
Oh, look at those
hairy things.
hairy things.
Bet you wanna pop them.
Bet you want to pop them.
Kick those balls.
Kick those balls. That was
Clap it out, clap it out.
Are you still here? Don't you have somewhere to go and bother someone that's not me?
Come on, we're not here to judge you, madam. We're just here to help you a little bit. You know, if you harvest all these crops and put it in a cart, how much would it pay for it? That's so intense.
You've just met with good mercy at a bad time. You'll starve to death if you listen to all mercy has to say. But I think you're smarter than that.
You'd do anything to grow good corn, right? Does it need rain? Then piss on it. Does it need compost? Then shit on it. With your ass.
I'll chase you off with my shovel on behalf of the